What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to an all-new Let's Play Europa Universalis 4 with our Odyssean/Indian World Conquest. Let me go ahead and set up real quick, moving some stuff off of my desk, but we are going to be going ahead and continuing on with our Let's Play, and ultimately, I believe within the next couple months, I do plan on finally assaulting Maywar, and I do want to also point out something else. That between episodes, I did go ahead and I pulled up the good old Wikipedia, and ultimately I did ensure that when looking at technology and then going into our different institutions while playing on the extended timeline mod at least, our number one priority, obviously I don't think we're going to be able to, you know, spring up any sort of printing press institution, though obviously we have some little bit of a modifier inside our capital. But our number one priority is essentially to try to go ahead and unlock global trade. And so what I did is I pulled up Wikipedia and I made sure that the modifier to spring global trade was essentially having the highest provincial modifier. For some reason I can't press the exit button, which I find is odd. It must be something with the extended timeline mod. But ultimately, how to spring extended trade, you need to find the wealthiest trade node in the game. So right now, Joa, which is actually, you know, the one that we own, has 36.9. Beijing has 21. And I believe, for some reason, we actually now have more coin in our trade node, and rather than Constantinople. So things are going well. Ultimately, if we keep this up, we should be able to spring global trade and therefore finally not be so far behind on all of our technology. So without further ado, what we're going to be doing is obviously we are going to be building up all of our ships here, and we're going to begin our war against Maywar, but finally having all of these heavies, we should be able to absolutely obliterate whatever forces they throw our way. Military access from Pegu, sure, why not? I'm guessing you're in a war with quite a few other nations. Actually, two different wars. And it looks like we have smugglers running rampant once again. We could pay a lot of money to stop them, or we could lose some trade efficiency. So I think we're going to obviously go ahead and pay that small penalty now. I'm not actually sure, but I believe if you pay the penalty now, it won't necessarily be as bad in the future. Looks like we finally have maximum Diplo power. Did we ever get that negative 5%? No, we did not. But there goes 1,192 diplomatic power, all to unlock a brig, which we really don't need at all. Let's go ahead and unlock the Spanish Square, and we now have better musketeers. All we necessarily need. Before we wanted defensive musketeers, but I think what we really want now are offensive musketeers. So let's go ahead and get the South Indian Infantry. They are actually quite powerful, and I am a little concerned looking at our vassals once again. Very soon I would like to begin the annexation of Mysore, and I would like to begin the annexation of Bamanis. But, you know, unfortunately, Bamanis has high liberty desire, so I would need actually, I think I could do it now. I could actually do it right now. So, let's do that. I am going to be losing all of my prestige, but I think that's fine. They've been a thorn in my side for a very, very long time. So what we're going to do is placate local rulers once, placate rulers twice, and then finally we have positive 1 prestige. So let's go ahead and do it a third time. And finally, we have a diplomat. It has literally been almost 100 years in the making. What we're going to be doing is annexing Bamanis with the ultimate goal of looking at the trade goods map mode and just getting all of this Joa trade region, you know, flowing on over to me rather than my vassals. And we do have the same plan up inside, you know, Maywar as well. They do have a few provinces inside the Joa trade node, which I would absolutely like to have. And when I say a few, I had no idea that this was 30 development. So anyway, let's go ahead, let the game tick on by. Our fleets are still constructing. We have high manpower. I ultimately want to go ahead and start utilizing whatever the heck we can. We have a lot of administrative power, but I feel like we are so far behind on technology that there's really nothing we could do. I suppose we could go ahead and unlock the scythe. It just doesn't really make all that much of a difference because we are just so far behind. Now, the idea is, don't get me wrong, I have a lot of money, and I feel like I can embrace colonialism and the printing press very easily, but they're just not here inside India. Oops, this is late feudalism, and we obviously embrace the Renaissance. So we are, of course, waiting on colonialism, and of course, the printing press will be sometime soon. So let's go ahead. Once again, the clock will tick on by. We want to fabricate a claim on the estuary, which I guess would be here. So that's what we will do inside the province of Ahmedabad. And we now have the ability to cause or at least spring up a war. Do they have any allies? Yes, they do. We are in a little bit of a white peace, though. Up until 1581, so really only 2 years away. We have now gained a base manpower and candy, which I believe is way the heck down here. Yes, it is. Not bad. That is a very cool banner. The Shogunate of Uswagi. Excuse me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Alright, our fleet is just about ready. Though sadly we still need to wait for that truce marker. I guess because I have all of this money, all of these coins, I would like to go ahead and build like some shipyards or something like that, but I just don't know what I could actually build. You know what I could do? I could destroy this castle, build myself a shipyard. That is not a shipyard. Build myself a shipyard, and also take a glance at all these other areas. So, here, here, and here, I could improve the development, which I don't think is a good plan. Is there anything else that is somewhat close? I don't think we're really going to improve the development. And what about the Maldives? Is it 8 or 9? Yes, it is. 1 and 2. Here comes another... That is not the correct one. Another shipyard. And ultimately, we've just gained about 4 potential maximum ships. So ultimately, the idea is our costs will probably go down over time as this 87 boosts on up to about 91. And as we conquer more and more, coastal provinces, we do plan on building more and more shipyards. I kind of feel bad about destroying this castle. I hope it wasn't that bad of a plan, when all I should have done was put in another manpower. But I guess it is what it is. All of our ships are constructed, so you are now going to be moving on up, and let us name you the Indian Fleet. Shouldn't be too problematic. You think we would name it something more, awesome sounding, like, I don't know, the... What's the word I'm looking for? Like the Royal Fleet, or I don't know. Something cool, something exciting. Alright, I am ready to declare war. Unfortunately, we have to wait literally about a year and a half. Now, we could declare on Gujarat as well, in roughly 1583. So once we deal with Mewar, we could swallow up whatever's left of Gujarat. And I guess what else I could do... Oh no, I was planning on beginning the annexation of Mysore, but we still have so much aggressive expansion and the forced vassalization, I'm not really sure that it's worth it. So let's just keep improving relations. Yeah, what I was trying to say, though, is I could spend some money, improve relations, obviously influence this nation. I could do a bunch of different factors, but I feel like even with all that effort... At most, I would probably get positive 150 relations, so it is going to take quite some time to obviously flip that over into our favor. Okay. What are we waiting on? Looks like we are back from meditation. We have gained 2 diplomatic power and some yearly prestige. That is actually really nice. I believe we went from a 3-3-1 to a 3-5-1. And it looks like our queen is greedy. National tax modifier reduction. We are spending so much money on advisors, and we're still making quite a bit of income. Alright, so I believe exactly 1 year from now we will be declaring war, and we probably will throw down another fabrication or fabricated claim. We are roughly In December of 1590, so exactly a decade away, we're finally going to be annexing all of Bamanis, and I am happy to finally report that, because they have been a thorn in my side for a very, very long time. Looks like Mewar is actually in a war against Kashmir, Gujarat, and Sindh. So I believe very soon they won't really exist anymore, and I'm guessing Wanpar will swing in sometime as well. They can't until 1588. That is surprising. Our truce with Mewar has ended, which doesn't make sense because it said September. Let's bring our army maintenance all the way up. Is everybody in place? Ooh, our faithful ally of Kashmir is asking for assistance. I hate to say this, but I am going to decline. I don't really need that ally. And I am planning on, taking territory from Mewar anyway. I don't believe Ming will attack me. In fact, I don't believe Ming has... they can't even attack me. So I think we're going to be fine there. Ultimately, is there anything else I can do? My number one priority now is to fabricate another claim. Most likely on, I guess, one of these provinces. I'll probably take Rewa Kantha. And I will fabricate a claim on that. Border friction. Perhaps a policy change is in order. We are, of course, going to basically make them not like us very much. And that's fine. Alright, fabricate our claim on Rewa Kantha. Recall this diplomat. And everybody looks like they are prepped and ready to go. Though, sadly, you do need another general. Might as well hire... Ooh, we need 3 generals. Wow, that's a really good general. 3-4. Maybe we can continue to get lucky. Not bad, but could be better. Pretty garbage. Okay. I'm really happy about that first one, though. Okay, and now declaring war on Mewar. Dunhar is going to join in. That's fine. And we are going to annihilate their fleet, most likely. You're going there, you're going there, you're going there. You can go there. I wonder how many troops they actually have. Like, should I bother creating more? Obviously, they're in a war. They don't have all that many units. Okay, we destroyed 9 of their ships. And surprisingly enough, it looks like we gained a light ship, which is about 20 gold, so not bad. And so where I stand, once I get a diplomat back, and on the 7th of August, I'm planning on doing something like this. Ultimately, like, connecting our territories together. I'm probably going to take exactly what this looks like. And just call it a day. Now, ultimately, the idea is, like I keep saying, I want more and more of the Joa trade node finally owning an estuary. Inside this, I guess the Indus trade node will probably be quite good and quite nice over time. So that's what I'm going to try to do. And, I'm going to pray for the best here. Or plan for the best, I guess I should say. Alright, Pegu has insulted us. It makes me curious if I should actually build up a pretty powerful fort on the other side in case we ever are attacked. I don't really plan on being attacked. And I guess another thing we should do is we should build up our spy network on Gujarat, because I feel like that is going to be the next province I am going to take. Looks like we have finally conquered... Oh, no. We've conquered a castle, but it is not actually our war goal. So I'm fine with that. You're going to go there. You are going to go there. We have now conquered our war goal. So you will go there. You will go there. And I guess you can go up to Chittor. Taking down all of the castles, kicking butt and taking names. We have lost a lot of prestige. But all we really need to do is win some fights and we should be good to go. You are going to go down here. You can move up to Marwar. And we have 71% chance of surrender. There we go. You will move here. You will move there. You can go there. 37% war score. Continuing to climb. Looks like we're about to be attacked. I highly doubt they'll beat us. Because we have much more powerful units, more morale, more discipline. Alright, we have won the Siege of Marwar. We are doing quite well. We should probably send 24 units. That was way too many. 24 units up to Nagur. Ultimately, this war is pretty much over. Though, I wonder how much more war score we're going to need. No, we can't take Mondu, because I guess Gujarat has taken it. And it looks like we have formed a monopoly company, so we could either demand payment in full, or obviously get some trade efficiency and diplo power. I think I know exactly what we're going to do. Get some additional diplomatic power. And, you know, I am going to be declaring war on Gujarat. But I would like, you know, don't get me wrong, once I take all of this territory, and obviously I declare on Gujarat, I'm going to end them completely. What I don't want are these patches of territory that are unconquerable. You know what I could do? If this war lasts longer than our truce date, which is 1583, I could declare war and be in 2 separate wars at the same time. That could work. And then I could actually conquer these. Because what I don't want to happen is for me to basically get out of this war that I'm in right now. The Indian conquest of Ahmedabad. And the idea, though, is if we did get out of this war, I'm sure Gujarat would have a white peace. And then there would be blotches of Mewar provinces that were unconquerable. Okay, what should I do? I have a peace offer from Mewar. No thank you. In fact, our truce with Gujarat is going to end in September of 1583. So we have roughly exactly 1 year. Are there any other provinces that we need to annihilate? I'm wondering if I should try to make Dundhar into a vassal. They are... are they the right religion? Yes, they are. That would be a pretty nice vassal to have. Do they have any claims? They do. It's not amazing by any means. I think I might look into that. Now, another thing I do need to be cognizant of, because I just greatly upset Kashmir by not joining their fight, they don't like me anymore. So they will potentially join in to a coalition against me if we give them an opportunity. Looks like we're about to be assaulted, and we've gained a base manpower in Kongu, which is quite nice. Alright, still waiting until September. I'm curious, can I actually declare war on Gujarat now, though? No, we have 0 casus bellis, and they have a lot of allies, too. That does make me a little nervous. So I am kind of curious, should I just go ahead and try to get out of this war? So what I could do is something like this. I really want to take this area. I don't know if it's going to be possible. I guess I could take this and that. And let's end this war. It's not exactly what I wanted, but I guess it's fine. We now have more access to the Joa trade nodes. We now have an estuary. And, yeah, let's go ahead and core all of these lands. Do not have enough administrative power, so that might be a little bit of an issue. You're going to come down. You're going to go over. I'm curious as to how much development we actually swallowed up. I believe it was about 100. And obviously over time, Bamanis will eventually be mine. Chagatai, Wanpar, people entering into the coalition against me. So I guess now is the best time to finally go ahead and produce some actual units. More defensive troops. I just want to make sure these aren't mercenaries. So we have a 624, which should roughly be 12 units each. And what we're going to do, just to try to quell these coalitions, I'm just going to produce 24 more units. And hopefully, you know, all of this aggressive expansion is going to just die away. But you know what? It is kind of a big deal, because we can really only grow in one direction. And so obviously if all of these enemy units, you know, all of these enemy countries joined in on a coalition against me, it could potentially get quite deadly. But I'm curious to see if there's anything else we can do. Our truce with Gujarat has ended. Should I... Well, first off, we don't even have a claim. We're getting close to it, but we still don't have a claim. What we should do... yeah, are they the correct religion? They are Sunni. I could have gone ahead and vassalized Gujarat, but unfortunately, I don't necessarily want to deal with a vassal of the wrong religion. So I guess what I'm going to do is declare war on Gujarat when I have the ability to throw down a claim, and obviously deal with these rebels. And I still need to go ahead and core all of these areas. We need roughly about 250 more administrative power, and I guess we're going to be on our way. I can ask for a contribution from the Merchant Guild. I don't really need it. What I do want the most is the administrative power, but I can't have that until 1597. And military support, not until 1588. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. So thank you all for joining me. Hope you all have an awesome day. I will see you in our next adventure.